Hello and welcome. This is Dana from Moving on the Mat. I just thought I'd come and bring you a little bit of a holiday workout since we're kind of in the Winter Solstice season and we're also in the Christmas season. So let's just start. This is going to be relaxing. Okay, so the goal of this yoga stretch is really just to relax. So let's take a deep breath and arms up. And exhale out, and just bring the hands to the heart. And we're going to round out, stretch forward. We're arching through the back, rounding the spine, reaching forward, lengthening, and then lift it up tall to the ceiling or sky. And bring those arms around the back, open the shoulder blades, open the chest, stretch out the shoulders. Big stretch out, pull those arms back, and slowly roll out shoulders. Circling slow and just loosening things up. Breathing in and out. And then we're going to go the other way. Roll it forward. Big shoulder rolls. Circle it out. Okay, and then just hands just resting on top of the knees. Let's take a deep breath in again. And exhale it all out. We're going to just quiet the mind. Breathe in, fill those lungs up. Exhale, empty it all out. And just sort of let the stress out. Okay, so we're in the holiday season, lots going on. We're in the darkest days of the year here in North America. So we're just going to take a quiet minute to relax, breathe, and stretch. Let's start with a simple twist. I'm going to bring one hand up and over to the opposite knee. The other hand's behind the back. We're coming into simple twist. We're lengthening it out. We're opening the shoulder blades. We're opening the chest. Looking to side and back wall. Deep breath in and out. Squeeze out those abs, open the chest, lengthen the spine. Slowly we'll come back to center. We're going to switch our legs. So opposite leg coming on top or in front. And then the opposite hand coming up. This hand again around the back, coming into simple twist. Just rest that hand top of the knee, open the shoulder blade, lengthen and look out to side or back wall. And then really open that side rib, side oblique, open the shoulders. Breathe deep. Look out to the back. Return to center. Okay, so here we're just sitting easy pose still. We're going to have hands resting lightly on the knees and we're going to circle around. So we're lengthening it out. We're circling to the side. We're rolling it forward. Using the hands a little bit to help you. Just big, slow, rolling circles. Breathe in and out. Let's circle one more time all the way around. And then come up tall. Circle back the other way, so slowly, again, lengthening that spine out, loosening up the hips a bit. We're going to get into the hips a bit today, the spine again today. Use those hands to help roll around, lengthen it out, breathe in and out. Feel that stretch. Go nice and deep and wide, as wide as you can. Fold all the way forward and kind of arch and round back, okay? And then we're going to bring the legs out long, give them a shake out. Just pound them out, massage out those muscles in the back of the calves, the hamstrings, the knees, loosen things up. Windshield wash your feet, just swishing it out side to side, loosening up those ankles. Good, and then point your toes and flex. So again, point toes, flex one more time, pointing, flexing, and then we'll go into a simple twist here. So just bring one leg up and over, bring that foot close to your hip, and ground it down as you open the shoulder again, looking out to side and back wall. This hand can be on the outside of the knee if you want. Lengthening and breathing, looking out wide, opening the shoulders. Breathe in and out. And back to center. Let's do another little shake out, massage out, loosen up those legs, pound, pound, pound. Just ease everything out. Relax, and then the opposite leg coming up and over. Bring that foot in, close to the hip. Open the shoulder blades, open the chest, lengthen the spine, look out to the side and back wall again. Deep breath in and out. And again, you can even use the arm to help you just a little. So open wide, breathe deep. Okay, let's come back to center. Let's walk the hands forward, reach towards those ankles. We're getting a little bit into the hamstrings here, sinking forward, lengthening it out. Feel that stretch. Go a little deeper every breath out. Okay, one arm comes overhead, then the other. We're gonna move into tabletop, hands grounding behind you, shoulder width apart. Open those hip flexors, lengthen that spine up, ground those palms, lift and lengthen, deep breath in and out. Feel that stretch out. Come back down. Walk those hands forward again. Reach towards those ankles, fold into it, reach into it, breathe into it. Feel that stretch. Excellent. Okay, we're gonna come into all fours. So just coming over to the side, back to the front. So we're getting a little more spinal workout here, and I want you to just ground those palms. Hands grounding, shins grounding. Hands shoulder width apart, shins are hip width apart, and we're going to move into cat-cow. So again, just getting that spine warmed up. Breathe in, head up, look up, arch out, round out, breathe out. And again, big scoop up, fill the lungs up, look up, arch and empty and round out, breathe out. Let's do 4 more of those. Big breath in, empty it out. A couple more times. And round out, arch out, breathe out. 2 more to go. Big breath in, scoop and fill up. Exhale, arch and round and empty it. 1 last time. Big breath in and out. And just sink back. Sink the tailbone down, walk the palms out. Sink the head down towards the floor. So tailbone sinking and forehead sinking. Arms are resting. Spine is lengthening. Deep breathing. Relaxing. Let's come back into all fours. We're going to go into wave cat. So more cat-cow with forward and back movements. Okay, so you're scooping back and then you're scooping on the ground, lifting and opening the hips up and arch and round back. So nice full scoop. Breathe in, lengthen, ground those palms. Arch, round, sink back. Let's do 3 more of those. Big breath in. Arch and round out. 2 more sets. Breathe in, lengthen, open the hips up. Round that spine out. 1 more time. Big scoop forward. Breathe it in. And exhale, round and sink back. Relax back into child pose. Again, just resting it down. Breathe into that lower back. Take a little break. Take your time. And come back up. Okay, let's take it to a bit more legs. We're going to come into our toes on the floor, into down dog, and just walk the dog. Stretch out those legs, relax head, neck, shoulders as much as you can. Come maybe into toes and heels. There goes my hat. So just feeling that whole lower body sinking, walking it out, stretching it out, breathing it out. Walk the dog, pedal the feet, lengthen your spine. And then we're going to come forward into plank briefly. And then drop the hips, open the chest. Lengthen those arms, open the hip flexors, little back bend here. We're in the cobra pose, lifting it up. And then round, arch, sink, rest back, sink back, back to child pose, relax. And just take a few deep breaths in and out again, just resting. Okay, let's come back 1 more time into down dog, and we're going to do a little hip stretch with 3-legged dog. So back into down dog, just like before, lengthen it out, stretch it out, lifting 1 leg up, open that hip a little if you can, feel that stretch through the legs and the hips, return down, and trying the other side, lift that leg up, open that hip up, reach it up, deep breath in and out. Then come back down, and then we're going to shift our weight forward back into the plank pose. And then 1 more time, drop the lower body, open the hips, back into the cobra again, lengthen the arms up, open the chest up, stretch out, deep breath in and out, round it back, sink the tailbone back, relax, back down, and then walk hands up just for a minute. Okay, we're going a little more into hips next. So we are going to do a little bit of hips and ham stretches. So we're going to bring a big step forward. So bring that leg forward, and both hands are going to rest on either side of that front foot. If you like, you can use a brick here to help with the grounding, kind of sinking into it. You can bring the bricks lower, you can bring the arms lower, you can bring the forearms on top of the brick if you like, but we're just getting nice and deep into those hip flexors, stretching it all out, sinking towards the floor, grounding here, breathing, sinking into it, relax into it, take another breath or two, relaxing and sinking, feel that hip opening, okay? Then come back up, and we'll take the hands to either side of that front foot, walk the fingertips back, bring the toes up, folding forward into a little bit of a hamstring stretch. Feel that stretch in the back leg, sink the tailbone back, fold forward, breathe in and out. And then just slowly bring that foot in, just slide it in just a little. And arms are going to come up, we're going into the crescent moon. Lengthen the spine out, open the hips up, reach up, lengthen back, stretch into it. Opening those hips, lengthening the spine. Let's come back down to the floor with both hands. We're going to step into the back toe and into downward dog. Just taking a minute in down dog to stretch out after that big hip stretch, ham stretch. Lengthen your spine. Feel that full body stretch. Deep breath in and out. Walk it out. Pedal it out. Good stretch. And then relax into child pose. Sink back. Relax and sink the tailbone down. Breathe in and out. Walk fingertips up. And let's try the other side. So very same couple stretches. Big step forward. So walking your toes up. And you can bring the brick again down into it if you like. You don't have to. And just sort of sinking forward towards the ground. Trying to get close to the ground. Opening the hip flexors. Deep breathing. Sink forward, breathe in and out, feel that hip releasing. Try to relax as you stretch. Breathe in, breathe out. And just feeling that stretch happening. Embrace that feeling of stretch and release through the hips. Okay, relax. We're going to come up slowly, bring the foot to the side. We're going to walk fingertips back again. And toes come up, fold forward, head to the knee, hamstring stretch out. Deep breath in and out. Feel that back leg stretching. And then slide that foot in. Just bring it in slowly, just a bit. Both arms up again. Reach up. Lengthen your spine out. Open the hip flexors. Reaching back into a little back bend. Crescent moon lunge. And return back to the ground. Again, we're coming into the back toe. Back in to downward dog. So stretching back into down dog. One last time. Lengthen it out. Stretch out those legs. Deep breath in and out. Pedal it out. Walk it out. Catch your breath. Feel that full body stretch. And then just coming forward one more time to the front palms into plank. And slowly dropping that lower body. Opening hips. Opening chest. Lengthening spine. Back into the cobra. And round and sink back. Child pose. Relax. Relax it down. Breathe in and out. Okay, so we're just going to do a couple more full body stretches. We're going to get into the hips in a minute, but first we're going to open the shoulders a little bit more. So we're going to walk the hands forward, tailbone up. We're coming into puppy. So sliding forward, keep the tailbone up though. Head resting down, arms sinking out, opening the shoulders and chest. Deep breath in and out. And then slowly walk hands back in, okay? And then we're just going to do a little back leg stretch. So all you're going to do is take your foot, the leg, and just drop the foot down. Ball the foot on the floor and press into the palms as you sink through the back heel, okay? So we're just getting one leg at a time. And then bring the knees in. Let's try the other side. Again, just bring that leg all the way out, ball the foot on the floor, and then press into that back heel. Sink that back leg, stretching out the back leg, palms grounding, deep breathing. And back in. Okay, and we're going to take it to one more big hip stretch. We're going to go into frog pose. So we're going to slide the legs out to the sides. And just slowly sink towards your mat. And just walk the hands down. So again, I'm just coming right down as close to the ground as I can. Forearms grounding, hips releasing. And again, a lot of grounding here in frog pose. Big hip stretch, opening those hips up. Breathe in and out. Try to relax and embrace that stretch. Walk hands up. And we're going to slide the feet legs back into center, and we're gonna have a seat. We're gonna take a break. Okay, so once again, just shake out those legs, massage them out, pound out, loosen things up. We don't want any tight muscles here. We just want to relax. Okay, so bring the legs into easy pose. And we'll just take a minute to rest in easy pose. We're going to do a few more deeper stretches in a minute. Okay, so we're getting more into the hips. And just kind of relax here for another breath or two. Just think about the hips opening, knees dropping, spine lengthening, full body breathing. Hands in Janu Mudra, that's thumb and first finger together, fingers up. And deep breath in and out. Just quiet the mind for a minute. One or two more big breaths. Good. Okay, let's do one leg at a time. We're going to really focus on some hip work. So we're just going to circle that leg out, loosen up that hip joint. So where the leg and hip meet, I'm just holding my foot and the kind of like the calf or the thigh, and I'm circling around. Let's circle the other way. 4, 3, 2, and then we're going to come into bound angle pose. So soles of the feet together, knees sinking and grounding towards the floor again. Lots of grounding happening here today. Deep breath in and out. And then we're going to switch it up to the other side. So the other leg just going to tuck in. I'm holding onto the foot and maybe by the ankle and calf. I'm going to circle that hip out, loosen up that hip joint. Deep breath in and out. And circle the other way. 4, 3, 2. Back into bound angle pose. Soles of the feet coming together. Knees dropping, spine lengthening, hips opening. Big breath in and out. Sinking round. Okay, we're going to next go into the half lotus or log pose. So another hip stretch. So one leg is going to come in close and the other leg is going to come over top. And just placing that foot on the inside, like towards the hip as much as you can. And whatever leg's on top, we're just going to rest the elbows there for a minute. Deep breath in and out. Relax and ground. Then whatever knee's on top, the opposite hand coming up and over, and we're just going to place the hand on top for a gentle hip stretch. So just as much or as little as you'd like, pressing down a little bit to open that hip up a bit more. Deep breath in and out. Okay, good. Let's switch it up. The leg on the top is now dropping to the bottom. The leg underneath is now coming on top. And again, we're in half lotus or log pose. And we're trying to just get the knees to sink towards the floor, hips to open, deep breath in and out. And again, whatever leg's on top, the opposite hand's coming up, the other hand behind the back, and just place that hand on top of the knee gently but firmly. A little press into it if you like. It's totally up to you how much you want to do that. Deep breath in and out. And let's release and shake out those legs one more time. Shake it out, pound it out. And then we're going to go into another deep sitting twist. Okay, so this time we're going to bring one leg under, one leg over top. And hips are going to ground, foot's going to ground. We're turning away from the grounded foot to the other side for Lord of the Fishes. Opening the shoulders and chest, breathe in and out, and just opening wide. Lengthen, look out. Squeeze out those abs, open the shoulders. Okay, release, unravel. Let's try the other side. Opposite leg coming in close. And then the opposite leg coming up and over. Again, just try to ground that foot down. Sink the hips down, turn away from the grounded foot, open to the other side, looking out, deep breath in and out, and just hold here for a few breaths, in and out, sinking into that twist, opening as wide as you can, and relax, and come back out. Let's give it a little shake, 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 reach and fold forward, hamstring stretch, trying to go a little deeper, every breath out. Okay, good. Let's bring those legs up. We're going to come to the ground just for a minute of bridge. So, feet again about hip width apart. And I want you to go slowly down. Roll it down one vertebrae at a time. Use ab muscles, back muscles. Arms again extending overhead. Shoulders resting. Feet come in a little closer, but hip width apart. Push into those feet, open those hip flexors up, lengthen the spine out. Deep breath in and out. Slowly bring those arms overhead and drop. Keep the hips up though. Let's bring the hands underneath. See if you can clasp the hands under the hips on the floor, opening the shoulders and chest a little more. Deep breath in and out. And release the hands. Slowly lower that spine down. One vertebrae at a time. We're going to come next into happy baby. So both legs coming up. Feet towards the ceiling and knees into the chest. Sink those knees down. Feel that hip stretch. Deep breath in and out. One leg's going to drop. We're going to bring the other foot on top and reach the hands through to the back thigh, coming into keyhole. So hug that leg in towards you. Get that hip stretched out. Deep breath in and out. Pull it in. Feel that stretch. Relax. And switch it up. Let's do the other side. Opposite leg crossing over. Hands again reaching through to the back thigh. Hug that knee into the chest. Hug and pull it in. Deep breath in and out. Get into that hip stretch. Keyhole. And relax. Let's do one final bridge. Feet again parallel, hip width apart. Arms relaxing and lengthening overhead onto the ground. Push one more time into the feet. Lift through the hips, coming into the bridge. And this time just slowly bring those arms up and drop to the floor. Keep the hips up. Roll the spine down nice and slow, nice and slow, nice and slow. And just work your way to the side or come up to sitting. And you should feel, I'm hoping, a little more relaxed after all those stretches. So we're going to take a minute or two for some deep breathing. Because breathing is always really important in yoga. We want to breathe through the whole body. Breathing helps our digestion. Breathing helps the muscles relax. Breathing helps the mind relax. Okay, so just take a quiet minute here. Just breathing deeply and fully. Okay, let's bring one hand to the heart, one to the belly, because we want to breathe into the heart and lungs and belly and diaphragm. So just slowly rise and fill and then empty with your breath. So again, just breathing in, filling the whole lungs, the back, the shoulders up with air. And empty it all out. Release it all out. Let's do a couple more of those slow, full breaths. Okay, good. Hands together in just a prayer pose. Take another couple deep breaths in and out. We're going to bring the fingers to temple mudra. So point your fingers up. And we're going to send energy up to the crown chakra, up to the top of the head. And just hold here for a few breaths. Breathing and sending energy up through the whole spine. Quieting the mind, filling the lungs. Empty it all out. One more big breath in and out. Hands come down. We're coming now into lotus mudra. That's thumb and pinkies together. So you're opening the palms up, fingers up like petals, like a flower. And just take a minute here to breathe deep again. And just sending some energy through the whole body. The symbol of purity. One or two more deep breaths in and out. So I like to do this once in a while. I just want you to imagine yourself in the forest or outside somewhere, in some natural place, by a pond or a river or a body of water. And just see yourself there by the water. We're going to scoop into the water and you're going to bring yourself a wish, something you need, something you would like to accomplish or achieve or receive. Bring that into your heart. And then send something back out. Breathe out and just give another gift back out. And return to center. Okay, namaste. Thank you for joining me for this short little stretch out. I wish everyone a happy holiday, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa. Whatever you're celebrating, Winter Solstice, or just the holidays in general, and enjoy the beautiful season and the season of lights and all this darkness. Okay, take care and namaste, and we'll see you again real soon.